Hey guys, welcome to the Heroes Guild. My name is Zero. Most of you guys know me as Zero the Hero though, right? And today we'll be doing something really magical and full of wonder, but it might be longer than my other videos, so stay tuned. Normally by now I'll be saying like, subscribe, things like that, and you should do that. But more importantly, down in the comments, I want to know something, and it means a whole bunch to me if you do this. So I want to know which Aragami gives you guys the most trouble. Again, which Aragami gives you the most trouble? I need the variant. You can't just say like Dromi. I need to know if it's a fallen Dromi. I need to know if it's the rage Dromi in one of the certificate missions. Be really particular. And I want to know why this Aragami gives you trouble, or maybe why you hate it. And there's a reason for it, right? But real quick, let's go on to something magical and what this video actually is about. Today we're going to be talking about the Barbarius, right? The the drill dudes. We're gonna call them drill dudes because why not, right? We're in the Heroes Guild. You're supposed to chill, kick back, relax. And we're gonna go talk about all his variants up to 2.11, their weaknesses, what they do, what they don't do, and something else that veterans might not know about. So, further ado, let's go ahead and start this up. I'm probably going to change out to something a little bit more comfortable, a little less humanish, and a little bit more bobbinish. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for coming by, and yeah. Alright, so while I'm changing, I guess I can show you my little video clip here, right? So, the regular Barbarius, you can see as early as like mission 1. He's one of the first ever Aragamis you will fight, and he's weak to some stuff. We'll go over it, right? You meet him again in mission rank 2. And he keeps reappearing throughout the series. Through 3, through 4, through 5. But around 3-ish, you start seeing the Fallen variant, right? And it looks a little different, a little redder, a little bit more dark, a little bit more grim, right? Like, hey, we probably shouldn't mess with this guy. But I think in 4, you see them both, either 4 or 5. And it's pretty interesting that some people don't know the difference. They're like, oh, Barbarius, we're gonna get lightning. And then they go, hey, why isn't this working? You know, so just like Pokemon or Digimon, right? You might have a Zubat, or you might have a Gengar. Perfect example of Gengar. For those of you that have been around for a long while, Gengars were the shadow version of a Jigglypuff, right? From Gen 1. Similar versions here. You have different variants of the creature. Or if you're into Digimon, different variants of Digimon, right? You have regular Aragami, and then you have Black Agumon. So you want to watch out for that. As you can see here in rank 7 in the extra missions, you get a harder version of them. So we're going to go over that. I'm almost done. Give me 1 second. Right, so now that we're in something a lot more comfortable, my bobbin outfit that isn't white, and I'll explain that in a second. We can talk about actual Aragami and the variants of these people and what they look like, what they do, and so forth. Alright, so for people that are well accustomed to the game and new people, this is the regular Barbarius, right? He looks a little bit more blue, Viking-ish, you know, nice blue eyes. You see him starting to corrupt by the neck, right? So let's really get into it though. He's resisting ice. That's the symbol right there. That's ice, right? So we're talking about ice bullets, ice mines, ice weaponry. So anything that has ice is not good for him. Okay, and he's significantly weak. Again, significantly weak against electricity, and one other thing they don't really tell you unless you actually get up and read. But who reads anymore, right? Right. And that's crush damage. Now, for those of you who don't really get into God Eater, right? Or they're new, or they read stuff online. Let me tell you something. I did some research, and I mean actual research, reading, talking to actual people, even asking questions under God Eater Twitter, and a little bit on the Discord. Let me say something. Crush damage is not armor penetration. Pierce damage is not what you think it is. They're just different damage types. Similar to, again, Digimon. We're going to keep bringing up Digimon until you guys get it. So, you know how there's water types, flying types, things like that in Pokemon, or viruses, vaccines, and things like that. Same thing here. They will do different types of damage. The different types of damage we have here: crush, pierce, slash. There's some more. But this guy's weak against crush damage, so you want to look at weapons that have that. being a buster blade, sorry, a boost hammer, a heavy moon, shotguns even, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't go in there with a sword, a regular sword, and mess this guy up. No, by no means. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he's more susceptible to damage A than damage B. Alright? And I know a friend of mine, Catman here, B-Tactics, is wondering, why can't I do damage unless the stuff is broken? Well, I actually found something out, Catman. You can do damage. It's only against certain enemies. Okay? So, just like in Pokemon, right? You have a fire type. Is a fire type going to do much against a Squirtle? Is a Charizard going to do much against a Squirtle? No. Is a Charizard going to do much against a Wurmple? Yes. Is a Charizard going to do much against a Balloon? Yes. Okay? Same concept here. You have the elements, and then you have the damage types. Does that make sense? Or if you guys are into Borderlands, think of it this way: you have a armored Hyperion guy from Borderlands 2, an armored Hyperion robot, and his health bar is yellow. Do you pull out Slag or do you pull out Corrosive? Do you pull out a regular Maggie or do you pull out a Corrosive Conference Call? That's what I want you to think about, okay? And for those of you who are going, no, that's not how it works, try it. Swear on everything, try it. As we get more into this series, and yes, I'm making this into a series about monsters, Aragami, and lovely things, I'll go over which is good, which is not, and I actually used the weapon to show you. Okay? But enough of that. Let me show you how to use weaponry in the works, right? So we said he's resistant against ice, he's weak against electric and crush damage, he's really weak against crushed bullets. You can break his head, his tail, his drill, and yeah. So let me pull out my Buster Blade and show you how to work this guy, okay? Okay. Right, so here he is, Mr. Billy Badass, the regular Barbarius, right? Now I'm going to show you the difference between me shooting with ice bullet and electric bullet, right? But first we're going to see some of his moves. He does that little ice AoE, cool. He will smack you, he'll dig underground, he'll even charge at you, as you can see here. Now I'm using the evil one, Buster Blade. I personally love the Buster Blade, but there, as you can see there, I'm shooting off some ice bullets. Nothing's happening. He can dig underground. This guy is relatively slow, unless he's really charging at you. He can do like wide sweeps, so you must be careful for that, okay guys? Especially if you're new people, be careful with that. If you're more, returning people, play your own play style. But he just sweep at you here and there, right? Yeah, those really little crazy whatevers. So what we're going to aim for is mainly the head, his drill, and his tail. But we don't call that the tail. No, we pretend this is Chris Hansen, and we shoot at the butt. And as you saw there, with the ice, not the ice, the electric bullet, it kind of does damage. I broke his arm. We're about to break his tail. See, normally we say we're hitting the tail. No, we're smacking that ass. Alright, whenever you see someone smacking Aragami in the behind and they're hitting the tail, let's be real here, they're smacking that ass. We're pretending this is Chris Hansen, and yeah, we're smacking his ass. Now, if your name is Chris Hansen, by no means am I talking about you, unless you're into that. If you're into that, then sure, we'll smack your ass. But you gotta be of age, of course. So, again, we're gonna pretend I'm Felice Johnson here. I'm just gonna, get that man's butt. And he goes down without a count, right? So, tail, head, drill. Make sure to use electric for the regular one. Crush damage, you can see, does a whole bunch. I'm using the shotgun because it does have some crush element, not a whole bunch, but it has some. And as you see, it works here, okay? You can argue, hey, this might be a early level Aragami. I get that. We're going to see someone a little bit harder in a second, right? Let's talk about the next Barbarius after we smack that ass. Alright, so here's the Fallen Barbarius, and unlike its other, right, it is weak against ice. Again, unlike the prior one, it is weak against ice. Everything else is pretty much the same, so you can still attack the head. It's really breakable, the tail, the drill. Crush damage is always a big must. Of course, Buster Blade, so forth. Now, here's something some people might not know. This one differs from the prior one in different ways other than his attacks. If his drill glows, and I'll repeat myself again for the people in the back, if his drill glows, he gets an attack up bonus. What is attack up bonus? Well, he's buffing his attack. What is buffing his attack? Well, Johnny, when he gives you that backhand of justice, it hurts. Okay? Now, if you still don't understand me, my bad, but it is what it is, alright? He hurts. He does ouchies. He gives you boo-boo. Okay? Yeah. You see, again, around mission rank 3, mission rank 4, and he starts threading into your, gameplay. He's seen sometimes with his prior guys, so watch it. If you're bringing in, like, I don't know, electric bullets, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do damage, and you're mistaking him for the other guy, remind yourself, the other guy's blue, this guy's more purplish red, the other guy was more like a Viking, this dude looks like he just got all sorts of fucked up. Like, he just came out of a bad conversation with his wife just, like, smacked the hell out of him, and, he's looking at a reason to pop off. Okay? When dude's chill, this dude's on some shit. Chill, on some shit. Okay? Okay. Alright. Here we go. After the fallen Barbarius, once again, he resists fire. He's weak against ice and crush damage. All the Barbariuses are weak against crush damage. Again, all of the drill boys are weak against freaking crush damage. So watch it. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of these zygotes, these flying douches. They're kinda mean. They called me ugly. It's okay. And as you can already see, he has a little bit more range than the prior Barbarius. He's fire affiliated, so I would hope he does fire damage. Now, if you watch his drill very carefully, guys, as I'm going through this, if the drill glows, he does more damage. Remember that from our prior talk. If the drill glows, he does more damage. Now, yes, it does glow when he does that attack, but it does glow in other circumstances, if you can remember, like earlier when I got smacked, or here. Okay? So you need to watch that. If the drill glows, he has an attack buff. It's just how it's made. Okay? He still does some similar moves from the prior Aragami, or his predecessor, which is the regular version of him. He does the drill attacks, as you can see, in other things. So we're going to still be aiming for the head, the drill, and of course, his butt. We got that perfect block off, right? So while we're doing this, down in the comments, if you like this video, if you like the idea of me doing a series on Aragami, let me know which Aragami you want me to cover next, okay? I want you guys to let me know that, and if not, then I'll just pick one from random, like how I picked up this guy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try to attack him. So as you can see, fire does nothing to him. Alright, we're doing about 100 and something damage. Now we're using ice, we do immediately 400, his tail breaks, so we can go ahead and smack that ass. Again, we call it smacking that ass. Not hitting the tail, smacking the ass, and eating the butt. You pretend it's Chris Hansen, and again, if someone here named is Chris Hansen, we're not talking about you unless you like it. So, we broke the drill, we broke that, all that's left is the head. And, as you see here, he's doing this little drill move. So we're just gonna try to exploit that head. He gives me that backhand saying, no, I don't like it. I said, I don't care anyways, and reverse that backhand to a strong pimp hands. It's all good. So as you see here, staggering. We pop the head, not a big deal, and we can go back to tapping that ass. Just spray on here, pretend he's Chris Hansen, and he's gone. We filled him with the Fleece Freedom Spirit, and we go ahead and smack that ass to let him know who's in charge. Remember, kids, it's not hitting the butt, it's smacking that ass. Something I learned from Catman. Okay, on to the next one. On to the next one. Last but certainly not least, you know him from the last update with Claire. Barbarius era. Alright? Now, as you can see there, he is strong against electricity. Unlike the first one, who was weak against electricity. But he's weak against fire. Unlike the fallen Barbarius, who was resisting fire. So take that into account. He resists what the first Barbarius, the regular one you first meet, is weak to. But he's weak against what the fallen Barbarius resisted. Okay? Now, unlike the others, this guy has a defense buff that he can call on himself. So it's a little harder to hit him, right? He'll come up in blue numbers. He can heal himself thanks to the 2.11 update, so watch that. But when he heals himself, I found something magical and full of wonder. If you go around and you smack that ass, I'm not even kidding here, you do a lot more damage like something's broken. It's amazing, I swear. I'll show you in a second. Per usual, head, drill, tail, that's what we're aiming for. Crush damage, alright? Again, what we're going to be using, so Buster Hammer, boosts, Buster Hammer, yeah, herp, Buster Blade, Boost Hammer, and Heavy Maul. Now, you can use Sword, you can use the Scythe and other things. I'm just naming those 3 particular weapons because they already have crush damage on them naturally. It's the best for the job, though you can do damage and kill them with other things, okay? We're going to bring Catman along with some friends, because this is a rank 7 guy. Not because I'm scared or anything like that. It's more to show you, like, in game, if it was around your level, what would you do, how would you feel, and so forth. Okay, let's go on to that. Alright, so here we are. We got Hugo, we got my 2 friends, which is Catman and some other guy named CNJ. We won't talk about it. So as you see here, this guy's a little bit more armored up. He's like, okay, I'm done with this woman. I don't want anything to do with her, so forth, right? Like, he just went through a divorce and he's just looking for a reason. He does shoot. He does heal. He does his new dig move, where when he digs, lightning comes down, and you're gonna see it very soon. So we're gonna shoot him here with electricity. As you see, I'm doing about 300. That's not much, okay? You might be going, wow, gee willikers, that's a whole bunch. You lied. Wait till I start using the actual, like, fire bullets on his butt. See, we're doing 700, 600, 700. So that's what we want to go for. As you see here, he powered up, and I'm starting to do that, like, weird weakness thing to his butt. It's all yellowish, orangish color. But we're not going to aim for that. We're going to try to break the head. We're probably not going to be able to break the head, so I'm going to hope on someone else to hit that ass for me. Well, more like smack that ass, but as you see here, I got that perfect guard off. There's the lightning. So you gotta watch it with that. He does similar moves to his predecessors. So watch it. I can't English today, guys. Sorry. He does a weird, like, sky uppercut. So you do need to watch that as well. Alright? He's gonna pretend to be Little Mac. And as you see here, I'm hitting his ass for like 1k. I do not have my breaker acceleration trigger on. So watch it. If he does that, just aim for the butt. Smack that ass as Shudis did here, or CNJ. I'm hitting off 4k if I can actually hit the butt. So that's amazingly great to do. Okay? Get in where you can fit in, right? And in this case, you gotta be Felice Johnson and pretend this is Chris Hansen and just fill him up. And again, just in case we're talking about you, Chris Hansen, and you're a real person and stuff like that, we don't mean you. We're talking about some person totally irrelevant unless you like it. Alright? So he's poisoned and stuff. BT's hacking's all good, and we're just gonna smack him and eat him and aim for the head or the drill, whatever happens first, and kill the guy. But if that doesn't happen too, that's fine, because I see people are working on the butt. Not a big deal. Right? Catman's back there by the butt. It's all good. There you go, Catman. See? I remember the days when Catman used to say he used to eat the booty like groceries. So, I mean, his AI is living up to it. Good job, Catman. Good job. Alright, so that's pretty much all the variations of this Aragami. Remind you, no matter what happens, no matter what variation he is weak against Crush. Always hit his head, his tail, and his drill. Okay? If this helped you, please leave a like. Let me know, seriously, let me know down in the comments which Aragami you want me to do next. Any questions or concerns, let me know. I appreciate everyone coming by. I'm associated here with Theme, but most people think Theme's Lulu over there. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure if you're casuals or not. Due to the hacker that happened recently, they literally called Theme Fem, and that Fem was Lulu. It was a completely weird situation. My cat's even confused in the background. I'm confused. It's just something what it is. Alright, so again, if you guys are fighting the regular Barbarius, he's weak against electric and crush damage, crush bullets, things of that nature. He resists ice, watch it. The fallen Barbarius, he resists fire, weak against ice and crush. And the newest Barbarius, the one that we all been farming for the new DLC weapons, right? He is weak against fire, but resists electric. Watch yourself. It's easy. If you need anything, or you have any more questions, maybe you need some clarification, let me know. so that way I can make another video going into more detail on all of this if you guys need it. And what exactly need more detail on? Do you need more detail on like Variation 2 Fallen? Do you need on a regular era? You know, let me know. Until then, I'll see you guys later. You're always welcome here at the Heroes Guild, and may everything be with you. I say everything because some people are sensitive to certain words. Alright, take care guys. Hopefully I get a new costume soon. And that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it.